I'm going to mention a word now that may tell us how old you are. Computers. Now, if you've broken out in a cold sweat and your hands are clammy, you're probably over 25 years of age. If you're under, you already understand computers, you play with them. They're as much a part of your life today as pencil and pen was for most of us. But there's more to the story, and for that, here's Ed Odell.
Wake up, computer. Wake up, computer.
If you can't quite understand what little Joshua Frankel is saying, it is, wake up, computer, wake up. Have you ever seen a more perfect picture of the future? A 2-year-old sitting in front of a machine that is predicted to alter the world in which we live.
I know you like to do the computer too. That means try again.
We are all caught up in the storm of change being created by the microcomputer. Many of us are lost and confused and maybe even afraid of the new world this machine might help to create. But some educators feel that tomorrow's adults can be introduced to the computer at a very tender age.
Okay. You got it. You got it all by yourself.
Computers have become a part of the educational process this year for the preschoolers in the Early Childhood Development Department of the Beth Shalom School in Hollywood. Here, children from 2 to 5 are introduced to the computer as another learning tool.
It is only a very small part of their whole school program and their day. We can't just sit a child at a computer when they come in the morning and leave them there for the day and say that we're giving them an education. I do the hokey pokey and I turn myself around. That's what it's all about. Hey!
So that means they still must get a little hokey pokey, a little cut and paste, identifying colors, the hands-on experience that children need as tools to learn things like classification. That is, learning associations like what goes with what.
Do you think the dog could use the plate or the dish, the dog dish? Then would you put it by the dog? Thank you.
That lesson is then reinforced by a fun tool, the microcomputer. Now, of course, 2-year-olds can't spell or read very well, so what they do here is use the space bar on the computer keyboard to tell the machine when they think the arrow is pointing at the right answer.
What floats on the lake?
I see a lot of squares that need to go. That's a rectangle. That doesn't go in. No, not a rectangle.
Well, the pessimists among us might envision maybe that you're training these computer hacks, these little people who are going to be sitting at their little screen, learning, yes, but avoiding the outside world, so to speak.
Well, that's our concern, too.
Shirley Cohen is director of the Beth Shalom School.
To sit in front of a computer and look at a flower does not take the place of a teacher or a parent looking at a flower with a child and smelling it and touching it and planting the seed.
Do we have this long space bar on a computer?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Do we have numbers on the computer?
Yes.
And do we have the letters on the computer?
Yes.
Do we have paper?
No.
Does it concern you at such an early age, 2.5?
No, just another game to him. It's something else, another way to learn something that he's, reinforcement of things he's doing in class.
There is no point in saying, I don't like computers, I won't accept them. They are here, and our children are going to be growing up with them in every aspect of their life.
I can't think of any psychological drawbacks. I think it offers the child an exciting way to learn, to increase their attention span, to find immediate satisfaction and reward with the knowledge that they're able to put into the machine, and used properly, it only has its advantages and not disadvantages.
There is one lesson to be learned if you are interested in buying an educational package for home. Don't buy software too difficult for your child. For instance, 2-year-olds have limited language skills. Most available commercial software demands that the child be able to read and spell. For that reason, the teachers over at Beth Shalom had to create their own program.
Are you ready?
Yes.
The Beth Shalom School experiment with the computer points out 2 other standards for use of computers by preschoolers. One is interaction, the other is making sure that a computer is only a part of the child's program. The interaction between student-teacher, student-to-student, and parent-child must remain. And the computer, to be effective, must be only a part of the child's growing experience.
Papa.